Good morning, Libra. Welcome to your reading. This is, of course, a sun, moon, rising reading. Everybody's welcome. Take the bits that resonate and leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit. Perhaps a later video will fit your particular situation. It is a general read. Energies ebb to and fro. So here we go. The past you was very, very busy. You were trying to keep two situations, two people in the air, and it sapped your strength. But you kept going. You kept going. There's a decision here, and with that decision goes some regrets, and you feel that in the past perhaps you made some wrong decisions. So there's kind of a bit of a fear here, but it's kind of a paradox for you, because with that fear there also comes new hope, if you can understand that. There's a fear of making the decision, but once you make the decision it gives you new hope and better faith in people. There's a challenge here from a King of Wands energy, somebody who is very free-spirited, and this could be going back 2 or 3 years for you, and you could be connected with this person. And for some of you, they're very demanding, not all of you. Cross-watchers who are watching, that's no detriment to you or a judgment. It just means that there's a person here who knows what he wants, but there's two different perspectives. And that's kind of why this is in the challenge position. It's kind of a clash of personalities here I'm getting. But, Libra, you're trying to turn your back on somebody or something, and it's not as easy as that. I'm kind of getting there's going to be a new opportunity coming in. This person here could be your boss at work. This can be anybody. Could be a past lover, it could be an ex, it could be, somebody you're with, it could be somebody you're married to. This is a general read, but it's in the challenge position because from your perspective, you feel that you're challenged by this person, but it's you feel you're being blocked in metaphorically, spiritually, and emotionally. You've been doing a lot of introspection, trying to make decisions, but your emotions have been like this, and there's been many changes come in, and I feel some of these changes have been a bit too quick for you. And also, between you and the person you're dealing with, there's been a silence. It's been quiet. You're very tired. You feel you need space. There is choices here. Some of you could already be in another relationship or a work situation, and you're making a choice between work and love, but there's a lot of temptation to go down a certain route with a certain person. But you are, you still want clarity. A lot of you, there's trust issues. You want the truth out of them, But as I say, with this decision, it could, full well, it could lead you to regret. So you're reluctant to make it. So there is kind of this to-ing and fro-ing. I mean, in the past, I'm getting that the person you were dealing with, they kept moving the goalposts. You were trying to be what they wanted you to be, and every time you went like that, they moved the goalposts. So there was this constant to-ing and fro-ing, trying to get balance. You're just confused now, and there is a bit of fear here. There's frightened of your fear of making a wrong decision. You feel you've been hurt enough. People have taken advantage of you, and you don't want to go down that route again. You want to kind of step off that karmic wheel. It's very tempting. There's kind of an offer here, but with that comes losses. And going forward, there's a lot of stress here. There's forgiveness in this as well, and most of all, forgiving yourself. We get ourselves in situations, we make decisions. Sometimes they produce good fruit, sometimes they produce bad fruit. And for that, we've got to forgive ourselves. We are human, and this is how we learn. This is how we grow. Hopefully, we learn from the experiences, good and bad, and we grow spiritually. And this is what's going on now. And, you know, some of the decisions in your past, yeah, you know, you feel they've been wrong, but forgive yourself for that. You know, you are human. You are human. But there is a perfect opportunity presenting itself. Have you got the strength to follow it through? You do know there will be losses incurred with this decision, but, you know, that's where the strength of character comes in, you know. It's us poor mortals that have to have the feelings and thoughts. What's the external energy here? Yeah, there's somebody around you who wants a fresh start, and there's communication. But, you know, you do feel you're being manipulated. Now, some of you are trying to manifest a certain goal in your life, and it's been proving to be very, very difficult. You know, it could even be a change of career here. But there's some newness here and decisions that you must make. There's 2 new beginnings here. But with this decision here, you know it will be very, very difficult to backtrack. And I'm kind of getting everything will come to a head here, where you kind of know you have to make this decision and give up something to pursue something. But what you've got to decide is which is the greater good. What's your energy? Very, very busy communicating, but as I say, there's that new start. A lot of communication. I feel what's happening is as well for some of you that is on the love front and on the career front, there's all of a sudden a lot of communication coming in from all directions, and you're struggling to prioritise which to put first. And that's partly due to this confusion. You're not quite sure which to go for first. There is some opportunities here. There could be 2, 3, 4 opportunities depending on your situation. You know, you could have put your resume out there for a job, nothing. Then all of a sudden 4 or 5 people, 4 or 5 bosses, 4 or 5 companies say, okay, you've got a job if you want it. Then you're going, well, what if I take that one? That one might be better in 2 years' time. And this is the dilemma, you see. And it's like this in love as well. You know, 2 situations, 2 or 3 different situations, 2 or 3 different people. The parents could be involved as well in the scenario, get full of advice. You know, somebody here I feel is trying to make the decision for you. You don't want that. You're an air sign. You know, you're perfectly capable of making your own decisions. It's just this. I'm going to leave it there. Because, to be honest, I could be speaking about this for another 2 hours and it would just confuse you even more. But at the end of the day, to summarise, you've got a decision to make. You feel you're being blocked, but yeah, there is confusion. But you'll make this decision going forward. And I'm kind of getting for a lot of you, it's forgiving yourself and getting your own power back. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.